broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. On the ramparts we watched, was some heavenly streaming, and the rockets rang loud, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Melanie. And why am I so big? There we go. Fix it. Phew. Wow. Look at these cool dogs. That's Superstar Archie and is that which one's that? Lauren.
Me? Lauren.
Yeah.
Lulu.
And down there in the backstage we have Titan down there. And we got some good dogs coming on now. And it's just amazing. Now, did we have any adoptions this week from the show? I remember one, and I can't remember. Oh, yeah, you've got the dog that is being adopted, don't you?
Joplin, yes, she arrived from the other foster on Monday, and she had a great meet today with a former adopter. Their dogs just hit it off. So she's crashed behind the chair over there. So
okay, well, we'll try to get her up on the screen, but we don't want to wake her up and go through all of that. Because make no mistake, Jamie has 2 puppies there. She's got her hands full. All right,
I do,
and plus your resident dogs. So
yep, 4 big resident dogs. Yep.
Yeah, but as you can see, Melanie has her hands very full too. All right. Well, let's get going then. We're going to start with Titan, and we're going to play his video, and we'll bring her up while it's playing as usual, and he's going to magically appear. It's a good-looking dog too. Now I'm going to tell you. Okay, let's find Titan, and I think that wow, there he is.
It's
They
not
say he's a pure husky, right? Robin, oh, I'm sorry, Robin, I talked over you.
No, it's okay. They say he's pure husky. Not 100% sure, of course. Hey, wake up. He is very sweet.
It's hard to say what he is, especially over the computer, because I suppose he could be husky. I thought when we were doing the video, I thought he might have had a little bit of Akbosh in him somewhere.
He does not want to wake up right now, but
I see, but that's okay. We see him.
Yeah, he meets and greets everyone with love, and every animal he's come across. He's gentle. He doesn't jump up on people. He just wags his tail and nuzzles his nose on you like you're wonderful. Even perfect strangers. Like the video said, he would need a privacy fence. We have chain link all the way around. There's one that's a 4-foot fence that just separates my garden. He can just climb over that.
Wow.
So I'm sure he could climb over the 6-foot part if he tried. He just hasn't tried. That's why they're saying probably a privacy fence. And that was only to get to a cat, because if a cat's on the other side of the fence, then it's exciting. But when it's here in the living room, it's not exciting anymore.
Okay, does that mean he shouldn't be adopted to a home that has cats in it?
No, he's fine with cats.
Okay,
Just
he
if
just
they're on
wanted
the
to go
other side
play.
of the fence, he wants to go play with them. Yeah.
Now the belief is he's almost 7, huh?
Yeah.
I don't believe
He
it.
is older.
He's a good looking boy now. Boy.
He is.
He's
good on a leash.
Would you be comfortable sending him to a home with children?
Yes, definitely.
Wow.
He's good with my grandkids. He's been around newborn up to, and my oldest grandson is 5, and they all play with him, and he loves it.
Wow.
And he's
that's
gentle
awesome.
with them. He's gentle with them too. He's not knocking them over.
Okay. All right. So we've got the perfect peer mix. So what's the bad side, if there is any? He sleeps while he's on camera. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, he sleeps a lot. He follows you around. He loves to be right next to his human. And
nothing wrong with that.
I would say there's nothing really bad other than maybe for the right person, like, or should I say some people would not necessarily like, he does have some separation anxiety, but it's just howling. It's not anything damaging.
Okay, well, howling may not be separation anxiety.
When he's by himself.
It could be well, howling does a few things, but we're not going to go into that part right now. That's not an easy training tip, okay? Because context has to be right. So basically, what's he howling at? I would think that separation anxiety, he'd be trying to get to the person that left out the same door they left from.
That's true.
But anyway, so he'd probably do best with somebody that's home a little more than they aren't.
Yeah. Whereas like I work from home, we have 7 adults in the house. Somebody's usually here. So he loves it here.
I bet.
He lets my 80-year-old dad walk him on a leash. So that says something. He doesn't pull him over.
Okay, and that was the video that's in the video, right? Of him walking on a leash. That was your 80-year-old dad?
No, that one is me.
Oh, okay. But your 80-year-old dad does walk with him.
No, you're staying in here with me.
Because he heard something.
Yeah, he heard my dad. That's one of his favorite people.
Yeah, boy, it's hard to say what his mix is.
Look at those shoulders.
Yeah.
Big shoulders.
And look at the size of them thighs. All muscle.
Yeah, he's very muscular.
Oh, well, who cares what he is? How about purebred good boy?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. So you're in Utah, right?
Ugh. Yes.
Okay. And so is that best possibly local's always best because then you get to go visit and whatever. But they can transport like to Montana and stuff like that, can't they?
Yeah. Montana, Idaho, and we can make arrangements to go all over the place. I believe we had one adopted in Minnesota even.
Okay, cool. Well, that's kind of in the mountain time zone there. How long have you been with the rescue fostering, with this particular rescue?
Only about 6 months.
Okay, and that's the Great Pyrenees Rescue Resources, Utah, Montana. And how's your experience been there?
Very good.
Awesome.
They're very
I haven't heard a bad one yet with any of the rescues.
We're overloaded, though. We are completely full.
Okay, welcome to the rescue club.
Yep. He's trying to lean on me right now instead of being the camera.
Well, that's okay. He's probably hearing all of us, but can't see anybody around.
Yep.
All right. So, wow. Now he's ready for adoption. Now he's ready for adoption now.
Yes.
What would you say to somebody?
Already fixed.
Okay. What would you say to somebody that says, boy, I'm a little nervous about his age? What would you say to them in Titan's defense?
I would say he still has several good years on him. He's very healthy.
Wow.
Very active, but not hyper. You know? He's grown out of the puppy stage for sure. He's not hyper at all, but he's active enough to say very healthy.
And he's seen a lot of life, so he's not bothered by as much stuff as what some younger dogs would be.
That's true.
Yeah. You have any questions, Jamie?
Robin, how long have you had Titan?
Since the day after Christmas.
And where did he come from? Was he a stray there?
No, he actually came from a home that they had sudden allergies or something. They were just allergic to him.
Oh wow. He's
One of the
healthy
kids in the home
looking.
was
He's at a
allergic.
great
Yeah.
weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Nice indentation between his thighs and his rib cage, and he's looking good. And it looks like he's pretty well groomed too, unless you got him all spiffed up for the show. I mean, some people do that.
No, I didn't. He just likes
Okay.
a good brushing.
All right.
There's the
Oh,
but
was he going to do a somersault? Let's get him back up there. Let's see if he'll do a somersault for us. My Pickles does that. He'll do a somersault. I don't think he means to, but it ends up that way.
Like head over heels?
Yeah.
Somersault?
Just about what he almost did. Wow, isn't that something? So all you have to apply for Titan, always remember we've got more than just the Great Pyrenees Rescue Society that supports our show, and the Great Pyrenees Rescue Resources Utah, Montana is one of them. And there's their website address. We're going to try to get them to shorten that a little bit, but that's up to them, because they come out of their website comes out of rescue groups. They're the host, and they can shorten it there. I happen to know that. And the Great Pyrenees Rescue Society just made theirs longer. All right, but they could have put GPRS peers or something like that .org. But you got your choice. But I don't know how many times you can change it. How many times you would have want to change it? Okay. Wow, he can make himself little too. How much does he weigh?
I believe around 80 pounds, 90 pounds.
Oh, he's smaller than he looks, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. He could be 100, but he hasn't been. He's fixed.
Mm-hmm. Look at Archie. Archie's way the cameras are positioned. Looks like Archie's trying to get to Titan to play with him. Anyway, so now you did mention that you're overloaded out there in Utah, and
Yeah.
so how would you like to say something to potential fosters that are maybe on the fence about fostering because they for whatever the reason may be? What would you say to those folks, because you're desperate for fosters? All rescues are.
Yes. That it's very rewarding. It saves a life, lots of lives. And this is much better than them going to a shelter and possibly being euthanized. It's not hard. It's just adding one more, which I guess for some people would be hard. But
I don't know about
I
that
don't find
part.
it hard at all.
And you've been fostering for 6 months. It's not like you fostered 100 dogs like some of the GPRS old timers have. Wow. Yeah, I can see how hard it is on you.
Yeah.
Robin, do you have other dogs?
Yeah, I have two other ones. Another Great Pyrenees and a lab mix.
She has
And
Maggie.
He does great with them.
Yeah.
Now, can he be an only dog, or should he have another dog there with him?
I think he could be an only dog.
Okay.
Because he's more bonded to humans than he is the other dogs.
Gotcha.
He doesn't play a lot with them. He just coexists with them,
And that makes sense. So, wow.
Yeah, so he gets along just fine, but he would do great with just humans too.
Cool. Wow. I still like, and I forgot to upload the video you sent of his little leash walk with, what's your resident dog's name? Maggie? Is that who she is?
Yeah, Maggie.
Yeah. They were walking on that. Well, you saw a clip of it in his video. Him and Maggie just walking together. Both dogs on, did you have a Y junction or did you have two separate leashes?
No, two separate leashes.
Okay. And saying he walks nice. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if
He walks better than she does.
Oh, now what happens if a squirrel runs in front of them while they're walking? Do they care?
Maggie cares. Titan does not.
Wow. So nobody gets to go skiing behind Titan, it looks like. And boy,
No.
I just bought a pair of those walking skis too to send out to anybody that needs them, right? So Great Pyrenees Rescue Resources, Utah, Montana is where Titan is. Are you near Salt Lake City?
About 30 minutes north.
There you go. So just about anywhere in Utah you can adopt them. Plus they do have transport.
Mm-hmm.
I happen to know they sent a dog 7 states away one time recently, and
Yeah.
we might be able to get him on the show as a happy adoption story for Utah. Wouldn't that be something? He went to Michigan. That was Bowie. So
Oh yeah.
that's not that. No, that's not their normal route. So they had to really work at that one. But anyway, thank you for bringing him on. Now, have you decided if you can stay for the rest of the show or not and see these 3 other really, really cool dogs?
Yeah, I'd love to see him.
All right, because you'll be off to the side, and that way, if he does something cute like move, everybody gets to see it. Okay, does that make
All
sense?
right.
All right. So, who wants to go next? It looks like Melanie. Which video should I play next? You guys decide while I'm looking for the video here. Okay, I'll just.
Want to go, Melanie?
Sure, I'll go.
Okay, there we have it. We've got a video for Archie too.
We got King Archie.
Archie's kind of a celebrity at GPRS. And make no mistake, Archie's going to be just fine. Wow, ain't that something? I forgot about the little red wagon. Did the red wagon travel with him?
No, I don't think he'd fit in the little red wagon anymore. I think he's
Okay.
outgrown that.
Wow. Boy, look at Titan over there. Robin's got her hands full, doesn't she? Oh, he's plumb upside down. Now, is Archie the type of boy that has to have reassembly instructions with him every time he wakes up?
Sometimes he definitely likes to, especially if he's cuddling up against someone, likes to squirm into very interesting positions.
Awesome. All right. I'm gonna let Jamie ask some questions here because well, she should.
Well, it almost makes me cry when I saw those pictures because I'll never forget when I saw Archie's first picture on our page, our foster page. How old is Archie?
About 8 months now.
Oh God, yeah, he's a baby.
Yeah, he's still young. I mean, not as hyper as he could be for a puppy, but he definitely has those playful spurts.
He's so beautiful. Seriously, I'm like teared up, like thinking about those pictures that you showed, Steve, the first when when someone first found him.
Well, that was in the video.
Yeah.
I uploaded some, but I didn't have that one, so I didn't upload it. I got some cute ones though. So now that's behind him now, and now we've started a new life, huh?
Yeah, he is healed up. He runs and jumps and plays. He still has a little bit of a limp, but it doesn't slow him down. We think some of that's actually just like muscle memory that he's built up, and a little bit of psychology, because he can put full weight on both legs. And he definitely, once he starts playing, he's off. So.
Or not.
Or not. Well, he's also very happy to sit and just chew toys. He definitely likes, he is a chewer. He really likes stuffed toys, but they will not survive long. It is his goal to get all of the stuffing out of the stuffed toys.
Okay. And also, if it's a squeaky toy, it's their goal to get squeaker out. So what's the problem?
Well, until we have to worry about him swallowing the squeaker, it's not a problem.
Gotcha. Looks like he's getting ready to play with a German Shepherd, huh?
Yep. He and Cassie are buds. They play. Actually, even gets my peer to play. She's 8. And
Wow.
he's persistent. So he'll even get her to play.
You mean something like that?
Like that.
Is he crate trained, Melanie?
He does beautifully in a crate. He will go anywhere for a treat, and he's learned going in his crate means he gets treats. So he loves his crates.
Yep, nice.
Oh, hey, hang on a second, Melanie. Oh, and look at Titan. He's got a friend now. Okay, back to Melanie. How about that for producing a producer role, since our producer's up featuring a dog?
Who's currently trying to, I'm not sure what Archie's doing right
I
now.
think he's rolling away from you. That's one way to exit stage left, isn't it?
It is. Archie, what are you doing? You're silly. Yes.
How
I
old you
do.
say he was? 7 or 8 months?
About 8 months.
Okay. Wow.
So as you can tell,
Well,
he likes to cuddle. He's a big cuddler.
Okay. And before we go, I'm going to bring Robin back and ask her the same question, because I forgot. What would be Archie's perfect home?
He would definitely do best with another young dog to play with. He doesn't mind. I work normal hours. He crates just fine with that. So that doesn't bother him. I think he would do well with kids. He actually likes cats. It's really whether the cat likes him or not. And so like one of my cats who's kind of like, whatever, they get along great, but he will go up, and if a cat runs, he thinks it's playtime. He's going to chase. He won't hurt them. And so if your cat's like, nope, I don't want anything to do with that, your cat will not be entertained. If you have one who's kind of like, come sniff me and I don't care, then they'll get along brilliantly.
And what you said is something pretty important. That is one of the differences. He'll chase them, but won't harm them.
Yeah.
That's kind of one of the ways we indicate the difference between a prey drive and not. Okay. They did a play with words. He's chasing the movement to play a game.
Yeah.
Right. That one's a complicated situation. So you answered Rena's question, but I brought it up anyway. If you'd need another dog. Now, does he? Did you say he needs another dog, and there's no other option, or is it possible he could be an only dog in a home?
I mean, he definitely wants people the most, but I think he would have a lot more destructive tendencies if he didn't have a dog to play with.
Okay, so
you'd need to work really hard to keep him entertained.
Okay, so that sounds like a pretty solid. Yep, he needs another dog in the home.
Yeah.
Because he's still young. He's been recovering most of his life so far up until now. So he doesn't know any of the rules or anything. But yeah, that was sad. He got hit, and then they left him. And don't get mad at anybody for leaving. They may not have known they hit him.
Yeah.
I don't know how big he was when he got hit.
He was little. That was back beginning of October.
Okay, so maybe they knew they hit him, providing it. I mean, there's all kinds of different scenarios there that could go either way. And you have cats, and now have you had a cat that wasn't or a dog that are your cats dog friendly?
My both of my cats get along with dogs. The one y'all see most often on here, he really likes the dogs. My other one tolerates them. She's not thrilled when Archie chases after her. So she generally, when he gets playful, just avoids him.
All right. And Archie's in Texas, right?
Yep. We are just outside of Houston.
There you go.
How long have you been fostering him, Melanie?
December. I think it was beginning of December, right after Thanksgiving, whenever Snoopy was adopted.
Yeah, you went and got him that week, didn't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
But we haven't featured him yet because you had just gotten him.
Yeah.
And then you went on vacation, I think.
I run off a lot, so yes, I'm off constantly.
But he was the Grand Marshal at the Halloween show
Yeah.
with that wagon.
That's so cute.
And he's really hyper at 8 months, isn't he?
Oh yes,
You
he's
can't-
definitely a
yeah.
cuddle bug.
Yeah. But I would assume at his age, he does have some energy.
Oh yes, he'll definitely get the zoomies. In the evening, in particular, if he goes out, for his post-dinner romp, he and Cassie will definitely be running around and rolling around. It's really just been probably in the last month that I've let him really start playing.
Okay.
Since he's been in recovery, I wanted to make sure that we didn't do any more damage.
Right, right.
But no, he's
but he's got a clean bill. Now he's got a clean bill of health, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And look at his front legs in that photo around those trees. I
Mm-hmm.
bet you he would like a snuffle mat.
Probably.
Yeah. Because I think he may have had one in the past somewhere by the way he does that, but that's only an indicator. It's not a positive. So I'll shut up now. I'm going to let Jamie take over.
Oh, I have a bunch of those, by the way. And all my dogs love them.
Mm-hmm.
And we have them for our dogs too.
I have little puzzles and the snuffle mats, and yeah, they all love them. It's fun.
Yep. Training tip of the day: a snuffle mat equals a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a stimulant for their brain. Wow. All right.
He's very lanky, isn't he?
He is. Well, and he's in that getting to be
Yeah.
a teenager phase. So
Yeah.
Well, he's
Definitely have
bound,
the long
determined to get
leg.
off. He's bound and determined to get off camera, isn't he?
he is.
Well, that's okay because we're still gonna do 2 dogs with Jamie, and
Yeah, I can get Joplin from behind
well,
the
that's
chair.
okay because I'm gonna go back to Robin and ask her what kind of home, what would be the perfect home for Titan. So while you're rounding them up, we'll do that. How about that?
That sounds good.
Okay. Did you hear my question, Robin?
Yeah.
So
So that brings up to mind something that I hadn't mentioned before when you said that how is he with kids? I think the perfect home definitely has kids.
So kids are
Not that
required.
he
Okay.
wouldn't be, yeah, I mean, like not necessarily has to be required, but that is where I think he would be happiest. The home that
Okay.
he came from and grew up in had 4 boys. So when
Is
he
it-
came here, you
So
should
he's just,
see
he's
him
ju-
light up when my grandsons
Wow.
come over. He
Really?
loves it.
And how old are
Yes.
your grandchildren?
4
You said,
months.
I think you
and then
said
3,
the
4, and
old-
5 years old.
Right. I thought you said the oldest one was 5 prior to the show. So kids are okay.
Oh yeah, he just lights up. He loves it when there's kids around. That's
Okay.
like his happy place.
Yeah. Rena wants to know what's this mat. It's a snuffle mat, Rena. There's no way to describe it. I'm sorry.
I'll go get one.
Go get one. Well, yeah, there you go. Jamie to the rescue. So, all right. So his perfect home would involve children. What about another dog? I think we discussed that. Probably be best with another dog. All right. And he likes to walk on the leash. How far can he make it?
He's the farthest we've gone is a couple miles, and he's fine with that.
Okay. All right. Because sometimes people get a little zealous and they got to carry the dog back. All right. You're big
No,
now.
he's good.
Rena, pay attention. She's got a snuffle mat now. There it is.
Oh.
Well, she had a snuffle mat until she find out.
And then she disappeared.
Yeah. Oh, she'll be back. That snuffle mat probably hit the Leave studio. That's all. So now we're going to sit there and twiddle. Oh, hey, we'll bring Titan back up. We're not going. No, we'll bring Archie back up. He's not there.
No,
So,
he's
Titan.
over having a water break.
Now, who's the other dog in there, Robin?
This is Molly. I have no idea
Okay.
what breed she is, honestly. We just believe there's lab, maybe border collie with her activity level.
Yeah, I could see some lab in there, maybe. Does she have webbed feet? Oh, you don't know. All right, folks, here we go. We're going to see if she's got webbed
Yeah, I
feet.
would say so.
And there's Jamie back. Sorry, Jamie. Hi, Jamie. Fancy meeting you
Sorry,
here.
I don't know what happened. I lost the connection there.
Okay, Wi-Fi's fickle.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Hey, look, he moved. Titan
He
moved.
moves.
All right. Okay, Robin, thank you. Now we got to get back to Miss Lauren. And it's
Yes,
last week we had Lauren's mama on.
I
Laura.
know. And Laura's now in the Pacific Northwest. So
Yeah. How close are they? How close are you guys together? Could she-
I can't remember where. I mean, I think Lauren is. I can't remember where she is. I just actually just saw that she on the foster page that she came to the Pacific Northwest.
and also
couple days ago.
Achilles is in the Pacific Northwest now too.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah.
yep,
I got to meet. He's a special boy now. I got to meet him when I think he'd only been there a short time when I was down at your headquarters. But okay, so you got Miss Lauren
Yes, she's getting
And-
big.
that likes to dig up the garden.
Yes, she's always dirty. Yes, I have turf in my yard, so I thought, oh, that's great. But all the puppies that I've had, like she dug up all my bulbs, and so
I
I'm
don't
like, okay,
know.
I'll just plant some more in the spring.
So is that your garden there
Where?
in the picture?
Oh, you mean back? No, it's yeah. Oh
Okay,
wait,
you can see the picture, right?
no.
Really? Well, you can't see what's going on? Why not?
On your screen?
You're on a laptop.
Oh no, wait, yeah. Anyway,
Good. You're scaring me.
she's okay. So she's missing.
Oh, goodness.
Gretchen says she's missing eyeliner. Can you see her?
I see eyeliner.
Yeah, but she doesn't see the little pigment.
It's very faint.
So she has little. You can see it in her pictures more, but you see the pigment like is a little. It's so cute.
Yeah.
She's just missing.
Well,
some eyeliner.
she's dainty.
She's
And
getting-
who's that she's with there now?
Oh, you know what? Why can't I see? Wait a minute. Something's going on. I can't see it anymore.
Make sure you're on the correct tab. Look at your tabs on your browser across the top.
I don't know. I don't know why I can't see it.
Well, we see you and hear you just fine.
I know. Well, that's okay. Yeah, that's my So yeah, it's obviously winter, so my garden isn't really, but I had bulbs at one point that were coming up, but she's getting heavy. She's getting big, and it's funny because her hair's getting so thick and curly.
Oh, it's getting curly?
It's getting wavy. I mean, she's just
Like Maremma sheepdog wavy?
yeah, it's weird. Like it's
Cool.
I just noticed it just like a couple days ago. Like, oh my gosh, her hair is so thick.
Okay.
and- yeah.
Hey, I gotta make Melanie big for a second. Wow.
Aw.
That's a sea of white.
That's my life right there.
Wow, look at this. Is that your girl that's a senior now?
Yep. So there's Artemis, and then Cassie's hanging out in the
Artemis.
background.
All right, I couldn't remember her name. But Seven's not a senior. Is she
She's 8
7?
now.
Oh, she's 8. Yep, she's officially a senior. Congratulations, Artemis. You
Just
didn't
turned
meet
a
your mom
senior.
yet. So back to Lauren. I'm going to ask you a couple questions. How's that?
Yeah.
So how does she get? When you brought Joplin over, how did she do with Joplin?
Oh my gosh, she, since Gunner left, she would play with Gunner all the time. So I was a little worried. Joplin felt more comfortable with her right away than my other dogs. So she played with her all the time. They play all the time. They lay together. But Joplin is playful with all my dogs play with Joplin. They all love her. Even my 4-year-old grumpy one. likes her.
Look at her expressions. That's
She's tired. I'm making her hold. She's like, I am tired. I want to sleep. But she is like, she's the best dog. She's not, I put her in a crate when I run errands. And if she has something to chew on, she's fine. She just prefers not to be in her crate. But I mean, I'm home a lot working. So she runs around and she sleeps in the room. She sleeps in my room.
looks like she has a little bed too.
Yes, and she does great. She just has like Gunner had full run of the house. She still has a couple little accidents. She's only 3 months old.
Yeah. Yeah, and plus she's she's a puppy, and if the puppy drinks water, you only got a couple minutes to get him outside, and you have to work for a living. I get it.
Yeah, but she follows all the dogs outside, and she loves being outside. They play a lot, and she just kind of hangs out there sometimes, digging in the garden and doing whatever, chewing on the bushes, chewing on my rose bushes, all sorts of things. But that's not uncommon because I've had every puppy in my house do that.
Okay.
So it's all good.
I didn't play her video, did I?
No, not yet.
Okay. Let's do that now, because I had a couple questions that could be on the video because I can't remember what they are.
Yeah.
2 more minutes here. I remember the question.
What was that?
You ever get a new vacuum cleaner?
Yes, I did. And I got a much better one. So, and I don't leave the cord unwound on the floor anymore.
Okay, and we're going to show everybody why. How's that? If you have a young puppy, roll your cords up.
I know I was vacuuming, and I don't know. I think I was working and vacuuming it, in periodically on little breaks, and just left it. And sure enough, she just was laying in her bed chewing on it. I'm like, I didn't even get mad at her.
Now, the important part was that right there. That was very important. She didn't get mad at her.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was my fault. I don't get mad. I don't get mad at it. Most of the things that these guys do, especially puppies, like chewing on stuff. It's because you leave stuff out, right?
Thank you.
it's-
And because you gave him approval to chew on it because you left it
Yeah.
out.
yeah, exactly.
And here's the thing, okay? How can you teach a dog when you're always not letting them get into something, okay? That's how you teach them. They get into something, call them back to you, and give them something else to do. They make that association.
Oh my God, Rena, she does have like little flying nun ears.
Oh, you can see us again, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, I could see you before. I thought you had the video up or something. I don't know what I was.
Oh, I was asking if you could see the pictures.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
She's
All
not
right.
super cuddly for a puppy. She doesn't like being cuddled.
Okay. Some people, that would be their dream dog right there. Some people.
Yeah, I mean, she cuddles with the dogs. But she does not like seek out. If I try to sit in my chair and cuddle, she'll just dump down. She likes being.
She's not ready for it yet.
Yeah, she's not a super cuddler.
But she'll walk into a crate that's got the door open, take a nap, won't she?
Yeah. She'll go in Joplin. She'll go in Joplin's crate too. She was in there earlier.
Okay. That's
yeah.
because, she hasn't had a bad experience with a crate, obviously.
No, she fusses a little bit at first, but then she'll settle in. Just give her something to chew on. I give her like a peanut butter Kong, and she loves that. I just have to make sure I leave water in her. I don't want her to get all, like chewing on, eating peanut butter. So I have
Boy,
to
look at her expression. She's a little stinker, isn't she?
She is, but I don't know. Like
She's not a stinker. She's just a stinker.
yeah, I mean, I trust her. Like, she plays. I have 2 bins of toys. Speaking of, and they're all like, I have to pick up those squeakers pretty quickly. But she loves toys. I try to get those tough ones. I don't even. They say that they're indestructible. That's not true.
Yeah, they can't be. Every time they tell you something's indestructible, we have a dog that'll just destroy it.
Oh yeah. So especially with all my dogs, absolutely, and they all like toys. So yeah.
Allison says Lucky's not a cuddler either.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're trying to get Lucky on the show, but she wasn't feeling good for a while and she's still recovering, so we'll be patient.
Yeah, I mean, she is super calm, and she entertains herself really well. But she prefers to just run around outside with the other dogs. She'll get knocked down as they're playing. She doesn't care. She just like gets back up and runs around. She never she's real solid.
Hey, look at that. Maybe next week we'll see Lucky, she just said. That would be cool.
Yeah. And Lucky has one blue eye and one
Awesome.
brown eye. Yeah.
That's typical of sled dogs, right?
Yeah, and I mean, I can see Laura's face in her. And I think the other white one, there's only a couple white siblings. So I placed one sibling in Florida. The one with the 2 blue eyes, I believe.
Really, looking Great Pyrenees that had 2 blue eyes?
Well, look at Laura, right? Laura's the mom.
Yeah. She was on last week.
Yeah, so she's a small little thing. I don't think Lauren is going to be huge.
And I probably agree with that, but it's still she's awful young to make that guess.
Yeah, and I thought that way about Gunner too. Then Gunner just sprouted. Right
Oh,
out.
did he? Okay.
Yeah, and that mostly happened at 5 months. And so
Okay.
he's got a couple months to go. It
And-
looks like Lucky. Allison, I know Allison's on. Lucky looks like he may be a little bigger than Lauren.
Okay.
Not sure.
All right. Now, is that part of this litter?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yep.
I just now thought of that. Lucky starts with an L.
Yep. And they
Now,
all,
I gotta-
their faces look very familiar, even though look kind of they have kind of the same little face, just little different colors. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Now I got a question, and I should have asked, I should have warned you about this before the show, but I didn't. And all you got to do is say it's nobody's business but mine. Well, speaking of Gunner,
Yeah.
that was a little bit of a tough one when he left. Okay,
Yeah.
all around. So,
Yeah.
what would you say to somebody that says, "I'm not going to foster because I don't want to let the dogs go"? What would you say to that if you were confronted with that?
And you see those comments all the time, right? Where people, oh no, I wouldn't be able to give them up. Well, I didn't give up 2, but 4 is enough. And it is so, I get teary-eyed every time they go to a good home.
And I would hope you would.
And it is so rewarding. And yes, you're supposed to love on these dogs, and
You're raising the bar of what the adopter needs to expect.
yeah. And we teach them things, just try to get them try to get
Trying
them
to learn as
for
much
them
about
to
them.
get home.
Yeah, you're learning everything about them, so you can teach them. Well, whatever it is you want to teach them.
Yeah, and you know what though? But it's so great. I mean, I had Plum, who was also another hard one to let go. It was kind of very similar to Gunner,
Mhm.
but it is just I keep in touch. I keep in touch with every single foster family I have.
Yep, and that's your option because you make that request, don't you?
Well, I do, and I just build a relationship
Yeah.
with them, and just
Because
check
you
on
got to
them.
make sure the dog's going to a good home. How can you do that if you don't get to know them?
Yeah, and you know what? I usually drive. It's been fortunate enough that a lot of them are local. And like Joplin, I drove to Portland today, and I don't mind. I like that. I kind of like seeing. It makes me feel better going to their home and talking to them in their environment, and
Yeah, and maybe they missed something in home visit. You might catch it too, but you never
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and there's another very important part about letting them go. You get to save another one,
That's right. That's right. Absolutely.
and it's a big chain
Absolutely.
reaction. Okay.
Yeah. This is the first time I had two fosters from that weren't siblings. I mean, it's been a lot. I mean, mostly I had
Right.
singles, but I had a few puppies a while ago, and that was
So this is the first time you had didn't have siblings. You said.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but they
And
act,
don't get me wrong,
they act like it
siblings-
anyway. They
Yeah,
act like siblings anyway.
GPRS, like other rescues, they have what they call a puppy protocol. Okay. After mom's done with them, they do keep them together for X amount of time. And then they'll split them up in pairs, I think, or unless there's an oddball, then there'll be 3s for an X amount of time. And then they try to get them adopted from that. And then if it's too long, they will separate the pairs again, the pairs, because that's a lot of work. It's double. If you got, she's got 2 puppies that aren't litter mates. And and that's work, but she's not required to do what it takes with a lot of litter mates. And that is taking one individually and working with them separately. Okay. And because that's very important with the litter mates, because we don't want them to start learning everything from each other. Then they won't need the human, and that is easy to happen with the Great Pyrenees. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
had
why they don't
Riley-
adopt litter mates typically. Sorry, Jamie.
No, I had Riley, Riley who's now 2. I had him with his litter mate when they were like 2.5 months
Mhm.
old, and they had to stay together at least a week when they
Mhm.
arrived here.
Right.
And then his brother got adopted pretty quickly.
Right. And we just got to they want what's best for the dogs. And over
And
the
I
years,
like puppies just because my dogs get along better with puppies.
well, yeah, and it's not, and that's it can go either way. All right, puppies are annoying.
Puppy, come here.
Oh, is that Joplin? We get to see Joplin?
Yeah, Yeah.
All right, you get to see the dog you can't adopt. You can apply all you want, but
She's so pretty.
oh my, she is right there. Oh my, who's that in the background?
That's Riley.
Oh, that's the
That
one.
I've had since she was 2.5 months.
Okay, so look at this picture, and I was going to ask you, but I didn't. Whoops, wrong picture. I'll find it. I will. It was there somewhere. Nope. We got to leave that one up until I find the other one. There's a picture that you had sent me. It looked like Riley was a tripod. Couldn't see his front right
Oh
leg
my
at all.
God, that's funny.
And I was going to ask you, and I decided not to, just in case he was. But that's Riley right there, right?
Yep. That's
Okay.
Riley. That's
And
my
how old
trouble
is-
child.
And how old is Riley?
Riley was 2 in January. Yeah, January.
Okay. And they're obviously not very annoyed by the puppy because Riley, for one, is still a puppy. Now you also have B. How does B do with her?
There's B.
Speaking of B,
Yeah, no, B does great. B's a very, very energetic dog. I don't know if the other ones are. I've corresponded with the others on the alumni page. He acts more like a cattle dog. Obviously, he has cattle dog in him because I did a DNA, but she has so much energy. Like, and she's a Velcro dog.
when we had B on the show, you had just gotten her at that time, and we had another one on. Her name was BB, and that was just the way they were named because I don't think those two were litter mates in any way.
That's
Wow.
Ducky.
That's Joplin.
Yeah.
There you go, everybody. You waited too long. You can't adopt her.
Yeah. I mean, I've only had her since last Monday.
Sorry, Jamie, but I thought I saw movement, but I guess I didn't.
I know. There's Juppy. There's Juppy.
Wow, look at her.
She looks
Now,
like
how big is she? You're not standing up, right?
No, I'm sitting down, but she's small. Like she compared
Awkward
to
here.
so the people that adopted her well, his name was Pepperoni and he's 3 and he's about 100 pounds. I could pick her up easily. Under all this, she has a tiny little body.
Wow.
Like, I bet
She's petite.
she is very petite and she has little thick legs though.
Wow. She's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
She's beautiful. She has a little fox face. She's
Well, who's
beautiful.
that there on? Who's that now?
That's Ella. That's my lab.
Okay. She photobombed.
Yeah, I know. Because she loves me. So she has
Now,
to-
only 2 of the dogs in your possession. Only one of the dogs in your possession is adoptable right now, right? And
yeah,
that's Lauren.
Yeah.
Okay. But whenever we had every intention of bringing Joplin on and showing her off. We show off dogs here and we have fun doing it, don't we? But that meet and greet was just this morning. All that just happened this morning.
It did, and it couldn't have gone better.
We're not going to not bring her on. She got all spiffed up.
Yes, and she's such a good girl. Yeah, this is the perfect home for her. I'm so excited. So that's why, when you foster and
Yep.
you come up with these really good
Yeah, and Allison had made a comment. I think Jamie brought it up. I'm down in the pictures. I don't even know where. Oh, I didn't. There's 2 comments. Yes, that was the one I was talking about right there.
yeah.
Yeah. So you get the final decision if that dog's going to go. But you can be overridden in certain cases, but they usually don't do that. Most rescues, the foster has a final decision. And why is that? Because nobody knows that dog better than the foster.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, it is true, and not a lot of organizations do that. So, it's really great that that GPRS allows,
Right.
because
Well,
that doesn't happen with all rescues, and again, like it's everybody. I see this on other rescue pages like, oh, I could never do that. And yes, you can. It is like wonderful. I was so happy. Joplin was out of sorts when we came back because she bonded so well with her dog. Angel does not like Joplin at all.
Is that your dog?
No, Angel. So Angel over here, can you see her over there?
Uh-huh. Oh, she's Miss Grumpy with other dogs that you bring in.
Just Joplin.
Oh, just Joplin? Okay.
Well, I've had a couple about Joplin's age, and it usually takes about a week.
Okay, so she's just got to go a little slower and just to make sure everything's going to be okay.
Yep. So I have this gate up all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And baby gates are usually your best friend with multiple dogs because they're dogs. Just because they get in a spite doesn't mean, or a spat doesn't mean they don't like each other. That means they're dogs.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. We don't put a whole lot of weight into that part unless we screw up and we let it keep going on. Okay. But
Right. Oh, I just noted Lauren's chewing on the snuffle mat.
There
she
and I hope you saw that snuffle mat, Rena. Wow. Okay. We made it. Whole hour.
Right.
We could have had another dog on and but we wanted to keep it open just because we had one that could be coming on and didn't. But we're going to try to reach out to them again. I think Sydney's actually working on that. We want him on. Frosty
Bear. Yeah.
Frosty Bear, the Akbar.
Yeah. Tried to get him on this time, but
Yeah,
that didn't work out.
we're trying to do that. And it's usually schedule conflicts and stuff. They say, well, maybe you shouldn't do a show on Sunday. We always do a show on Sunday. There'll be a time, you know, I mean, it'll happen. We'll get it unless he gets adopted, but that's the goal. That's why he doesn't have to come on the shows when he gets adopted. All right. Wow. Thanks, Jamie. Nice work.
Thank you, Steve.
Melanie.
Thank you, Melanie.
Melanie, I'm happy I didn't start conflicting with bringing stuff up and down. I got to remember that. Robin, thank you for coming here with and showing us all about Titan.
Thank you.
That's one good-looking boy now. Two good-looking dogs there now. Maggie's looking very good and relaxed,
Yeah.
and they get along fine, don't they?
Yeah.
That was just a sarcastic statement.
They didn't. Well, I thought they weren't going to at first, but
Okay.
Maggie just wanted to show everybody she's the boss, and then she's fine.
Right. Thank you, Debbie. Debbie is the one that has Achilles. I'm not going to lose track of Achilles. That's one good boy now. Anyway, all right, everybody. Thank you. Wow. Thank you, Melanie, that's a better view than the ocean. All right, everybody. Bye now.
All right. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.